is a calling upon your life. There is a purpose greater than your pain, a destiny larger than your doubts. You were not created to wander in confusion, to settle for mediocrity, or to be defined by the opinions of others. You were designed with wisdom, strength, and a purpose that cannot be shaken. And yet, in a world that whispers lies to you, telling you that you are not enough, that you must conform, that you must silence your voice, many have lost sight of who they truly are. But hear me today. Smart women do not follow the patterns of this world. They follow truth. They follow purpose. They follow these 12 rules. These rules are not just principles. They are the foundation of a life lived with dignity, wisdom, and impact. If you embrace them, they will shield you from regret, guide you through life's storms, and lead you toward a future that is strong, confident, and unshaken. So I urge you, do not leave before hearing every single one of these truths, because one of these rules may be the very thing you need to change the course of your life. Stay with me, because what you are about to hear could unlock the wisdom that transforms your journey. Let's begin. A wise woman does not allow her emotions to dictate her decisions. She understands that feelings are powerful but fleeting, and what feels right in a moment can sometimes lead to lifelong regret. She has learned the art of pausing, of stepping back, of weighing her choices carefully before she acts. She does not rush into relationships, commitments, or financial decisions based on temporary emotions. Instead, she seeks clarity, prays for wisdom, and surrounds herself with counsel that speaks truth, not just what she wants to hear. A smart woman knows that wisdom is not the same as knowledge. Knowledge is simply information. It can be found in books, in articles, in the voices of the world. But wisdom is different. Wisdom is the ability to apply knowledge with discernment, to see beyond the present moment, to recognize the consequences before they unfold. It is what keeps her from making the same mistakes twice. It is what allows her to break cycles that have trapped generations before her. She understands that life will always present choices, some easy, some difficult, some that seem harmless but carry great weight. The wise woman does not merely ask, "Is this allowed?" or "Can I get away with this?" She asks, "Is this wise? Will this choice honor my future self? Will it lead me closer to my purpose or take me further away?" She knows that every decision plants a seed, and every seed will bear fruit in its season. Some choices lead to abundance while others bring pain, and she chooses carefully. When people pressure her to react hastily, to speak out of anger, to respond out of fear, she remains still. She knows that words spoken in haste can wound deeply, that actions taken without thought can unravel years of effort. She does not let society's urgency force her into decisions she is not ready to make. Instead, she cultivates patience, trusting that the right choice will always become clear. When she seeks wisdom over impulse, she has mastered the power of silence. She does not always have to respond, to defend, to prove a point. She understands that wisdom sometimes means walking away, letting go, choosing peace over the need to be right. She does not engage in battles that drain her spirit or conversations that lead nowhere. Instead, she invests her energy in what truly matters: her purpose, her faith, her future. When storms come, and they always do, she does not panic. She does not allow fear to control her. She seeks wisdom, for she knows that wisdom will show her the way out. She does not collapse under pressure, but stands firm, unshaken, because she has already built her life on truth, not on fleeting emotions. The world will always pull at her, urging her to act now, to speak now, to decide now. But she resists, because she knows that wisdom is her greatest weapon, her strongest foundation, and the only path to a life of true fulfillment. A woman of strength is not defined by how loudly she speaks, how aggressively she pushes forward, or how much control she exerts over others. Her true power lies in her character, in the quiet, unwavering strength of her integrity, in the choices she makes when no one is watching, in the way she carries herself with dignity regardless of who is around. She does not need to announce her worth because her actions speak louder than any words ever could. Character is not built overnight. It is forged in the small, everyday decisions that seem insignificant at the time. It is in choosing honesty when a lie would be easier, in showing kindness when bitterness is tempting, in walking away from gossip when indulging in it would make her feel included. She understands that reputation is what others think of her, but character is who she truly is. And while reputation can be lost in a moment, character is something no one can take from her. She is a woman of her word. When she makes a promise, she keeps it. When she commits to something, she follows through. She does not make excuses or shift blame. Instead, she owns her actions and learns from her mistakes. She does not need external validation because her confidence comes from within, from knowing she lives with integrity. She is the same person in private as she is in public, and that consistency makes her trustworthy, dependable, and deeply respected. A woman of strong character does not compromise her values for temporary gain. She does not allow society's shifting standards to dictate her morality. While others may chase approval, she stands firm in what she knows to be right. She does not follow the crowd when the crowd is heading in the wrong direction. She understands that true strength is not found in doing what is easy, but in doing what is right, even when it is hard. She faces challenges with grace. Life will test her through disappointments, betrayals, setbacks. But she does not allow hardship to harden her heart. She does not seek revenge or waste time on resentment. Instead, she forgives, not because others always deserve it, but because she refuses to let bitterness take root in her soul. She knows that carrying resentment only weighs her down, so she releases it and moves forward with peace. She also knows when to set boundaries. Strength and character does not mean allowing others to walk over her. She stands firm in her worth, refusing to settle for relationships, jobs, or situations that require her to lower her standards. She does not tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or dishonesty. She walks away from anything that compromises her integrity, knowing that it is better to stand alone with dignity than to be surrounded by people who do not value her. Her strength is not in dominance, but in self-respect. She does not need to prove herself to anyone because she already knows who she is. And that unshakable confidence, rooted in strong character, is what truly sets her apart. A smart woman does not allow fear to dictate the course of her life. She knows that fear is a thief. It steals opportunities, silences voices, and cripples dreams. Fear whispers lies, telling her she is not good enough, that she will fail, that she is unworthy of love, success, or happiness. But she refuses to listen. Instead of surrendering to doubt, she chooses faith. Faith in her purpose. Faith in the strength placed within her. Faith that no matter what she faces, she is not alone. She understands that fear is not a sign of weakness. It is simply a test of courage. Every great woman has felt fear at some point in her journey, but what separates the wise from the weak is how they respond. The weak shrink back, paralyzed by what-ifs and worst-case scenarios. But the wise press forward, even when their hands shake, even when the path ahead is uncertain. They refuse to let fear have the final say. She knows that faith is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it. She does not wait for the perfect moment for all the answers to be clear, for every obstacle to disappear. She understands that if she waits until she feels fully ready, she may wait forever. So, she steps out. She takes the risk. She speaks up. She begins the journey, even when doubt tries to hold her back. The world will always give her reasons to be afraid. Afraid of failure, afraid of rejection, afraid of being misunderstood or judged. But she has learned that fear is a liar. It magnifies problems, distorts reality, and keeps her trapped in a cycle of hesitation. When fear tells her to stay silent, faith gives her the courage to speak. When fear tells her to give up, faith reminds her why she started. When fear tells her she is alone, faith reassures her that she is never forsaken. She does not live according to the opinions of others. She does not let the fear of judgment stop her from pursuing her calling. She knows that people will always have something to say, that critics will always exist, but she refuses to let their voices define her path. She listens to the voice of truth, the voice that calls her to rise, to grow, to become the woman she was meant to be. When she faces failure, she does not allow it to break her. She knows that every setback is a lesson. Every closed door is a redirection. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. She does not let fear convince her that failure is final. Instead, she stands back up, adjusts her crown, and tries again. Her faith is her anchor. It keeps her steady in the storms of life. It gives her the confidence to walk boldly, to love deeply, to dream fearlessly. There is faith. Faith. It is the confidence to walk boldly, to live. And because she chooses faith over fear, she lives a life of courage, purpose, and undeniable strength. A smart woman understands that what she allows into her heart and mind will shape the course of her life. She does not carelessly open herself to every influence, every voice, or every passing emotion. Instead, she guards these sacred spaces with wisdom, knowing that what she feeds her soul will determine her strength, her peace, and her direction. She knows that the world is full of noise, endless opinions, distractions, and pressures that seek to mold her into something she is not. But she refuses to be shaped by anything that does not align with her values and purpose. She filters what she watches, listens to, and engages in, because she knows that not everything is worth her time or attention. She is not easily swayed by trends or manipulated by the expectations of others. Instead, she chooses to fill her mind with truth, wisdom, and purpose. She is careful about the company she keeps. She understands that the people closest to her will either lift her higher or pull her down. She does not waste energy on relationships that drain her, discourage her, or distract her from her purpose. She surrounds herself with those who challenge her to grow, who speak life into her, who inspire her to become the best version of herself. She values quality over quantity when it comes to friendships, and does not feel pressured to entertain relationships that do not serve her well. She guards her heart from bitterness, resentment, and negativity. Life will bring disappointments, betrayals, and losses, but she refuses to let them harden her spirit. She does not allow past hurts to define her future, nor does she let the actions of others dictate her joy. She practices forgiveness, not because it is easy, but because she refuses to let pain take root in her soul. She chooses peace over grudges, healing over resentment, and love over bitterness. She also understands the power of her thoughts. She does not dwell on fear, self-doubt, or negativity, because she knows that her mindset will shape her reality. She trains herself to think with clarity, confidence, and faith. When negative thoughts creep in, she replaces them with truth. When fear whispers lies, she reminds herself of her strength and purpose. She does not let her mind become a battlefield of insecurity and comparison. Instead, she nurtures thoughts that empower, uplift, and encourage her. In relationships, she does not give her heart away recklessly. She does not settle for temporary affection at the cost of her dignity. She knows her worth and does not compromise it for fleeting attention or approval. She seeks deep, meaningful connections built on trust, respect, and shared values. She does not chase love. She attracts it by being whole, confident, and at peace with herself. Her heart and mind are her most valuable treasures, and she guards them fiercely. She does not allow the world to dictate her emotions, her beliefs, or her identity. She remains grounded in truth, secure in her purpose, and unwavering in her faith. And because she protects what matters most, she lives with a peace and strength that nothing can shake. A smart woman does not drift through life without direction. She does not wake up each day merely surviving, reacting to circumstances, or following where the crowd leads. Instead, she moves with intention, clarity, and a deep sense of purpose. She understands that she was created for more than just existing. She was designed to impact, to build, to grow, and to leave a mark that cannot be erased. She does not waste time chasing things that do not align with her purpose. She does not engage in meaningless pursuits, nor does she allow distractions to pull her away from her true calling. While the world urges her to seek approval, status, and temporary success, she focuses on what truly matters, living a life of significance, not just one of achievement. She measures success not by wealth or popularity, but by the lives she touches, the wisdom she gains, and the legacy she leaves behind. She knows that purpose is not found in comparison. She does not waste energy trying to live up to someone else's standard or chasing after another person's dream. She does not measure her worth based on what others have accomplished. Instead, she embraces her unique journey, knowing that her path is different for a reason. She walks confidently in her own lane, understanding that fulfillment comes not from trying to be someone else, but from becoming the best version of herself. She does not wait for the perfect moment to start living with purpose. She does not wait for more money, better circumstances, or someone else's approval. She knows that purpose is not something to be found in the future. It is something to be lived in the present. She takes action today, making small, intentional choices that lead her closer to the life she is meant to live. She understands that greatness is built in the ordinary, in the daily decisions, in the discipline to stay consistent even when no one is watching. A purpose-driven woman is not easily discouraged. She knows that setbacks, failures, and challenges are part of the journey. She does not see obstacles as reasons to quit, but as lessons that shape her. When doors close, she does not lose hope. She believes that rejection is often redirection towards something greater. She trusts that every step, even the painful ones, are leading her towards something meaningful. She also knows that purpose is not just about personal success. It is about serving others. She understands that true fulfillment comes from giving, from lifting others up, from using her gifts to make a difference. Whether in her career, in her family, or in her community, she seeks to add value wherever she goes. She does not live for herself alone, but seeks to leave a positive impact on the world around her. She walks each day with intention, with focus, with a heart full of vision. She does not let life happen to her. She happens to life. And because she lives with purpose, she finds joy, strength, and fulfillment that nothing in this world can take away. A smart woman understands that she carries influence wherever she goes, whether in her family, workplace, friendships, or community. Her words, actions, and attitudes shape the world around her. She does not take this responsibility lightly, nor does she waste her influence on things that do not matter. Instead, she chooses to use her presence to uplift, inspire, and make a lasting difference. She knows that influence is not about control, manipulation, or dominance. True influence does not come from forcing people to listen, but from living a life that others want to follow. She does not demand respect. She earns it. She does not seek power over others. She seeks to empower them. People watch how she carries herself, how she treats others, and how she responds in moments of challenge. And because she leads with wisdom and integrity, her influence extends far beyond words. She does not waste her voice on gossip, negativity, or meaningless debates. She understands that what she speaks into the world has power. Power to build or destroy, to heal or to wound, to bring clarity or confusion. She chooses her words carefully, knowing that what she says today can shape someone's future. She speaks with purpose, with kindness, and with conviction. And when she does not have something meaningful to say, she remains silent, knowing that sometimes influence is strongest in restraint. She is careful about the energy she brings into a room. She knows that her attitude is contagious. If she walks in with confidence, joy, and purpose, others feel it. If she carries doubt, fear, and negativity, that too spreads. She takes responsibility for the atmosphere she creates, making sure that when she leaves a place, it is better than when she arrived. She is not reckless with her emotions, nor does she allow circumstances to dictate her mood. Instead, she leads with emotional intelligence, understanding that her reactions influence more than just herself. She influences not just by what she does, but by what she refuses to do. She does not lower her standards to fit in, nor does she compromise her values for acceptance. She stands firm in what she believes, even when it is unpopular. She does not follow the crowd blindly, but instead sets a higher standard for those around her. People may not always agree with her, but they respect her because she is unwavering in her principles. She knows that influence is not about being perfect, but about being real. She does not pretend to have it all together, nor does she hide her struggles. Instead, she leads with authenticity, showing others that strength is not about never falling. It's about always getting back up. She is not afraid to admit mistakes, to ask for help, or to be vulnerable when needed. And because of this, people trust her, listen to her, and are drawn to the example she sets. She understands that influence is a gift, and she uses it wisely. She builds others up, challenges them to grow, and helps them see their own potential. She does not seek recognition for her impact because she knows that true influence is measured not in applause, but in the lives she changes. And because she carries this power with wisdom, grace, and purpose, her legacy will continue long after she is gone. A smart woman is not defined by wealth, status, or appearance. She is defined by the principles she chooses to live by. She understands that wisdom is greater than impulse, that character is stronger than charm, and that faith will always overcome fear. She guards her heart and mind with diligence, knowing that the influences she allows in will shape her destiny. She does not live aimlessly, but walks with purpose, making every decision with intention. And above all, she recognizes the power of her influence, not to control, but to uplift, to inspire, and to lead by example. This world will try to tell her who she should be. It will pressure her to conform, to settle, to chase things that do not last. But she refuses. She stands firm, unshaken by the fleeting trends and empty opinions that surround her. She knows who she is. She knows what she values. And because she lives by these unshakable principles, she is not just successful, she is significant. So to every woman listening, choose wisdom over impulse. Build strength in your character. Walk by faith, not fear. Protect your heart and mind from distractions. Live with purpose and never underestimate the power of your influence. If you do these things, you will not only transform your own life, you will leave a legacy that lasts for generations to come. Now is the time to rise. Now is the time to walk in wisdom, in confidence, in unwavering purpose. Because the world doesn't just need more women, it needs more smart women. Women who lead, women who inspire, women who know their worth and refuse to settle for anything less than the extraordinary life they were meant to live. Go forward with wisdom. Go forward with strength. And go forward knowing that your best days are still ahead.